Hello world. How are you? So, I was hearing just now, someone really feels like home. So they're emphasizing this, and then they were emphasizing, they kept showing me, they were going back to Vancouver actually. That came up a lot in my first videos. I was really picking up on someone from Vancouver, but they kept showing me the hockey team for Vancouver, but I was like, they kept saying the Vancouver Penguins, and I played hockey. I was like, Spirit, there's no Vancouver Penguins. It's either the Vancouver Canucks. And then I felt crazy, so that I Googled it, because I was like, hey, there's no sports team called the Vancouver Penguins, but then I wanted to make sure there wasn't like a B hockey team. So, but it was more, there's an emphasis, what the whole point of this is that there's emphasizing that one of you, I don't know who's who yet, I don't know if it's the divine feminine or the divine masculine, but one of you wears the other's kind of like, there's this like dark cotton jersey. It looks like either an old football jersey, but not, it's older, because again, it's like made out of cotton. And yeah, and it kind of has the traditional colors of the Penguins. So it's like got some black and maybe a bit of yellow. I don't know. Either way, there's this emphasis on Vancouver, but also this like rugby, football, old school jersey that's black or darker. And it drives them crazy when you wear their clothes. Like if for whatever reasons you throw on, but that shirt especially, kiss the chef. But then they're also telling me and showing me that actually the colors that you two wear together is really important, and that the way that you best connect psychically and spiritually to one another and intimately, there's like this emphasis on like intimate and alchemy and how you two connect the best. It's like in darkness, yeah, they're showing me the void, so the Divine Mother, like very nighttime or like oceanic, like very deep and kind of dark. But that when the two of you wear, like, yes, royal colors, but there's more an emphasis on the blacks, slate gray, like the blacks to the grays to, I am seeing like royal blue. Even like dark brown, or like, I don't know. It's this emphasis, and it's somehow connected to your sexy times, but also your psychic times, and both. Okay, let's pull some cards on this, and then it feels like coming home. I'm just seeing like twinkly eyes, but it's like the colors that you wear. Yeah, what is up with it? Okay, let's pull some cards on it. Let's dive right into it. Hold on, let's have a sip of water about it. Ooh, thank you for this day. Thank you for my life. Oh, thank you for my clarity. Thank you for the collective. Okay. Yeah, let's stay hydrated. Okay, what's up with this dark color business, Spirit? Let's talk about that. Let's get Snoopy about that. That's pretty interesting. Tell me more. The moon, literally. Can't make this shit up. Exactly. It somehow heightens. And again, oceanic, they were showing me kind of like the Little Mermaid, like going but then also the void, like space. Like in this moon deck, actually, the Moon Oracle, there is this one card, I think it's called the Void, and it's got this feeling, like there's something about how you two work in the dark. Almost like working in the dark with Hecate. Oh, sorry guys. I just want to show it to you because it's what I'm seeing. There's, yeah, the moon. Okay, so either way, very psychic. Yeah, and the two of you are hella psychic. Okay. Yeah, even this card, Attraction. See how it's all like, oops, the glare. But it's like deep space, but I want to show you, sorry, once I get a card in my mind's eye. Where are you, Void? Because I believe it's like a tree and a moon. Oh, always have to be right. Here we go. Yes. Yeah. Sorry for the glare from the phone to the glariness of the card. But yeah, essentially, it's like in that realm, it's like your sexuality, like Tantra. I'm hearing like Tantra, but also psychic. Yeah, and very much the moon. Yeah, and this moon is voided out. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm loving this. I'm loving this theme. Okay, let's get snoopy. Okay, so we have the moon. We have the void. I'm gonna keep the void out. I'm gonna put it right in front of me so I can look at it. Yeah, you two work well in the void. And it's also about the colors you wear together. Like, Seven of Cups. Yeah, the dream world. Sorry, sometimes it's hard. I just see sometimes just images that come then with a really intense feeling. And then I have to figure out how to translate the really intense feeling plus like the image. And sometimes it's just tricky. That's why it feels like coming home, to be honest. Because really, how many people can you be in this with? That void. There's not a lot of people that are willing to kind of... Most people are afraid of the dark. You two are not afraid of the dark. Again, it's very Divine Mother. It's not like shadow darkness. It's like, yeah, womb, summer nights, crickets. It's mystical, it's magical, it's alchemical. Oh, I'm hearing tread lightly, for you tread on my dreams. Yeah. The two of you are able to tread light enough on each other's dreams. It's like walking on water. Ooh, wow. Okay, tell me more, Spirit. I'm loving this. The Nine of Cups. Oh my god, we have the Moon, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Oh my god. You two cutie patooties. Look at you little night trotters. Just working in the darkness. Just living your best lives. In 10 of coins. Oh my god. You guys are so happy. You guys are so happy wearing your dark colors, connecting the most intensely and psychically, and then also having the most insano sex in this like dark void. Okay, tell me about the sexual aspect, because there's this like deep spiritual, psychic, and then I guess it's just very fertile. Is that the word? How do you want me to describe it? Like, this is really, I feel like it's a bit above my pay grade. Like, I feel like, anyway, Chariot came out. Well, it's got two horses. Yeah, look at these horses. Yeah, it's primal. Yeah, like this one horse is looking at this horse to be like, are we? Or are we not? What are we waiting for? I love that the white horse has like a tribal tattoo going on. Yeah, tribal. it's just, it just feels ancient. It just feels like before all of this technology, oh, it just feels like this kind of space goes back. The two of you have really figured out something, or the way that you just work together. Huh. There's been so much emphasis on the light. But it's so clear. They're showing me like the one of you and how, yeah, the dark earth colors. Like, I'm just seeing a lot of slate gray, dark blues, even dark brown, dark green. Yeah, royal colors, but like blacks and grays. And it's funny, I don't tend to wear black a lot, but when I do, oh man, I do really feel it. And I personally love gray. Gray feels like my color. But I'm a colorful person, so I also love the brights. Whoops. Uh-oh. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, hold on. Let's get ourselves sorted. Oh god, I have to really organize this altar. It's getting a little chaotic, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, can I live like this? Why is the phone crooked? Oh, jeez. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Okay. Huh. Going back to the sexual component, the dark colors. The chariot. Oh, it acts as a vehicle. It's a carrier. Oh, it's because of the void. Not that there can't be space, like expansiveness when there's light, but they're somehow showing me that like you can go farther, higher, deeper, wherever it is that you're going. It acts as the carrier, like a womb, but like the chariot, it can take you there quickly. It's almost like time traveling. Oops, oh, okay. Why is the light turning on by itself? Oh my god, what is happening? Hold on. Oh, my lamp. Okay, please. Okay. Oh. Somehow I feel like this just got really chaotic. Okay. Okay, well, and also I've been playing with this yoni egg. Yeah, there's some real fertility. Okay, but the psychicness, sexualness. Okay, can we talk about that a little bit more? What's up with this psychic, sexual intensity? And it's like coming home. Temperance, the world, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, coming home. Oh. It's almost like going back to time, not time traveling, but it's like you're able to return home. It's like the two of you come from somewhere. Oh. And when you alchemize and get all in your highly heightened psychicness, and then you add that hum and pulse of the sexual component, and then you use the darkness, you somehow, but it's balanced, like temperance. It's like, yeah, there's nothing extreme about this. It doesn't feel like dangerous, it doesn't feel bad, it doesn't feel like super woo and out there. It's like really quite nice. Yeah, it's like the whole world. The Three of Wands, they're just emphasizing. You two are like, it's like coming home, but then somehow you're able, through your business, go home. Okay, does this make sense to anyone? I'm really feeling it. And it's very interesting. Yeah, you create in the darkness. Like, it's also got very, like, winter vibes, like hibernation, the stillness of winter. It's like really working with the opposite. Like, I personally, I love winter. Like, that's my season. Winter's got a lot of personality in there. She can be magic and bright, and like the way that sun reflects off the snow, but then you have like, oh, those like nighttime blizzards when the like winds of hell are blowing and like the snow is falling. There's like an orange glow. Oh, but it's more working in that energy. Like the things that most people don't want to work with, like you two, just seem to like love anything in the darkness. Yeah, like the bottom of the ocean, mountains in the middle of the night, in the void, space. It's like they're showing me what should be kind of like a cold, unwelcoming environment is like not the case for anyone. It's actually, again, it's like more like a womb. It's this carrier, but most people are afraid of it. But you two have somehow really harnessed this energy, or you work with goddesses like Hecate, Nemesis, Maat. They're more like evening animals, you know? Like wolves, coyotes, foxes, owls. Oh, there's definitely some owl energy here. Okay, what do we got? Ooh. Okay, wait, there's too many. I want to have a question in mind. Okay. What question? Okay, so what happens? What exactly happens? Here, I'm going to put these three back in here. What is it that happens exactly when the two of you work with these dark colors? Yeah, the Eight of Cups to the Queen of Cups. You're able to leave and go deeper into like love. Yeah, it's just very divine feminine. It's very like, I'm like smelling, it's like I can smell the rainforest at night. It's like everything at nighttime, but like safe nighttime where it's like not spooky. It's like you hear the frogs, you hear crickets, there's fireflies. Like there's so much life at night. The other life. Yeah, anyone who's ever worked a night shift knows that there's like daytime people and nighttime people. You two are the nighttime people. Yeah, and I just see you, like, even if it was just something like not even being sexy, but like being out in your backyard or out on a piece of land late at night, like you turn off the car lights or you walk there. There's like no lights, it's just you in the darkness under the stars. But then if you add components, like when the two of you are together in a certain way, if you're wearing darker colors, it's somehow like it charges the energy a lot. So interesting, you two. Yeah, and the feeling of love, though, because it's a returning home. So, like, when I feel you guys again, it's the hum that keeps coming through. You connect to the hum better at night. Things get amplified. It's an amplifying. Like sonar. I'm just trying to think of all the nighttime, like bats. Yeah, all the creatures that come out at night. It's a very different energy. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Yeah, this shit, again, fire and water. And I see the two of you actually working with fire. Like a lot of darkness, but if there had to be any type of light, it would have to be like the smallest flame, like a small accent to accent the darkness in a way. Ooh, yeah, it's deeply sexy. Deeply sexy. But like magical. Eight of Wands. And the Six of Wands, back with Temperance. Yeah, the World. Yeah, with this Temperance, this pouring of the cups, there's some type of alchemy that you guys are able to do. Like, what do you guys do during the day? Well, in the daytime, you wear dark colors too. I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm seeing things and it makes a lot of sense, but I'm like, what else am I not asking? What do you want me to know about this? Well, the Six of Wands is like success. Maybe it's just part of your magic. There's just something here, like Eight of Wands, like there's movement. You're able to move. You're able to harness this really delicious magic that most people don't even want to go near. Like, most people just don't like the dark. Like, so many people haven't even camped. And there's no judgment on that. If you haven't grown up camping, you haven't grown up camping. But I could see why, like, it was just funny. I was talking to a friend from the city who has a friend from the city, and they've never gone camping. So they've rented a camping spot, but she's so afraid that she's just going to sleep in the car, but she doesn't want bugs to come in the car. Anyway, my point is that the nighttime, especially in wilderness, can be really frightening for a lot of people. And for some people, it's enthralling. And for you two, yeah, very enthralling. Yeah, because going back to this, like, football jersey, the thing that really turns them on, it's like, you could have some sexy lingerie. It's not like they're not, like, you know, if you were to put on some sexy lingerie, I'm sure this person would be delighted. But what they're really emphasizing, though, is, like, what absolutely gets that boater, or the boat motor turning is, yeah, you wearing, like, this old cotton. They're really emphasizing cotton. Perhaps one of you doesn't believe in synthetics, which is great, because, like, wearing oil, essentially, crude oil on your body, like, I own a lot of synthetics, but it's true. If I could own 100% cotton, 100% Milano wool, hemp, bamboo, like, but yeah, so they're emphasizing, because they're also just showing me, like, they're not granny panties, and it's, like, not a wicked small thong. It's, like, somewhere in between, but, like, pretty basic, like, maybe, like, Calvin Klein's ladies, but, like, they're emphasizing the 100% cotton. Again, black, very simple. And one of you is just wearing these, like, simple black undies, good cotton, and this, like, dark wealth, and it's not actually too big. I don't know. They're so specific right now, but there's such an emphasis on the two of you hooking up, wearing dark clothing, even if it's just a little bit of clothing. And all I'm hearing is, like, amplifying, magnetizing, the carrier. I'm hearing the hum, like, from a generator. Yeah, like, you're able to generate something. Yeah, I know, chicken. Isn't that crazy? Most people are just having a tradish cuddle, and you two are cooking up something. Yeah, what are you guys cooking up? What do you like to cook up? What do you like to cook up? Cook up in this state. Yeah, but returning home. Okay, guys, it's a lot of cards. I hate when there's that many. That's... I can barely sometimes put 3 cards together. Okay, come on. Okay, what do you guys cook up? What occurs? It's all these cups, the 6 cup to the 4 cups, but that together, 6 plus 4, they're showing me 6 plus 4 is 10. Yeah, generating. It's like if one of you is in the 4 of cups, and you take your 6, and then you generate, and then it's like the 10 of cups. Oh, yeah, because this, they're showing me this is the plus sign. 6 plus 4. It's no longer a cross. 6 plus 4. 10 of cups. Yeah, you're able to multiply. You generate. Ooh, that's sexy. Let's get out the spirit animals, because this is very nighttime animal. I want to see if nighttime or what animals come out for this kind of energy. And then we'll get those moon oracles back out to be like, the F's going on, guys? Oh, I'm here for it. I love this. I love this for you guys. Ooh, yeah. And it's not to say you guys can't ever wear colors, but they're just really emphasizing that when you two somehow coordinate that you're gonna wear darker colors together, watch out. Watch out, Cinnamon. It's, yeah, it's like, even if it were the daytime, if you guys coordinate wearing dark colors together, when you go out to the world and you're together, things, I don't know, you create something. You create a portal, or you travel. I don't know. Let's see the animals. Okay, what animals are these two working with? Okay, well, let's get one for the one person I'm seeing in the rugby cotton shirt. Let's have 3 or 4 cards for them. Oh, interesting. Oh, bat. I knew it. I was feeling bat. Okay, so for the first person in the rugby, and in the dark Calvin Klein undies, cottons, they have turtle, fire ant, rabbit, and bat. Turtle goes in water too, and see, in this turtle, it's in the dark. And it goes into the water. It can go deep. Yeah, bat. Now, fire ant and rabbit. Okay, hold on. Let's get to the second person. Okay, what's your... Ooh, cobra. King cobra. We have horse. Spider at night. And peacock want to come out. Okay. So we have this cobra. Again, kind of a darker energy. But this is like not giving me bad dark cobra. It's just and then the horse. And look, he's got the moon. And the horse is kind of dark. Then we have old peacock. And then we have spider under bat. This is giving me real Charlotte's Web. And notice how, like, again, the rabbit, he's standing up and he's, like, listening. And then we have, I was saying it, I was feeling that, like, sonar. Now, fire ant, I'm a little bit confused about here. I have to take a hot second. Peacock. Peacock's throwing me. Yeah, fire ant and peacock, I don't know what to really do with, but... Well, fire ant and horse, there's something like, they're drawing me to, like, this moon. Oh, it's like the fire ant, it looks like it's eating the sun. Eating it out, eating out the sun to create a moon. Oh, eating out the sun to create the moon. You're funny, Spirit. You crack me up. Okay. So, okay. Hold on, chicken baby. I'm trying to make sense of a mystery here. Well, chicken. It's very hard to think when you're meowing like that. Yeah, it's almost like I can't find my words because, again, it's like it's in this void, this darkness. But the bat and the spider is really calling to me. It's got that feeling that they're showing me, and I really like it. And with spider, too. Oh, I used to go, there's this place in Ottawa. There's a church that I like to go to at night in Ottawa. And I took a video of it last summer. There's these, like, pillars that the spiders, these pillars have these lights in it from the bottom, so at night it'll turn on. But these spiders love to come and build these intricate webs. So in the summer, when there's like a cool summer breeze, if you sit on the steps and yeah, just hang out, eventually these lights will turn on, and then you see these beautiful spider webs, and then the little breeze will catch it. Dear. And they're really emphasizing like Charlotte's Web. So how she would write a message at night for Wilbur. The sonar. Okay. Ooh, we're already at 30 minutes. Kind of lost a little bit with these. Okay, I'm going to use the other cards. What's Fire Ant about? Because, okay, so eating out the sun to create the moon. But is there more? Well, the Emperor. Yeah, the Fire Ant is pretty spicy. Oh. Yeah, it's fiery. It's like the two, yeah, and even with this like cobra, it's like the parts of you that are both really intense, that daytime energy, where if you were to not be wearing darker colors, it's like the void and the coolness, yet warmth of the void somehow kind of softens the fire ant and the cobra. Like it kind of brings out, like, does that make sense? Okay, what's Peacock about? Peacock's really throwing me. Like, out of all this, like, weird nighttime, like, Peacock's just kind of like, hey. Like, I feel like Peacock's out of place. What's Peacock about? Oh, okay, please. That's like 8,000 cards. And you're meowing your head off. Yeah, this is kind of also chaotic reading. Huh. That light turned on. Oh, mamacita. So unnecessary. Okay. Peacock. Okay. So, the camera decided last night to quit working while I was filming. But it was perfect because I was really getting stuck on, I was like, the peacock, where I was like, but it was good. Once I had a little bit of space and I could sit with it, I understood better. So, even with Fire Ant, it's like there's the, when you take all of your senses and go into the darkness, things become heightened. But you're also able to communicate in ways that working in the light, because there's no contrast to it. So even with like this rabbit, like the ability to really hear with the sonar, being able to communicate yeah, there's something about how you two communicate, commune, but then create magic and alchemy. And how the divine communicates. Going back to Charlotte's Web, it's like you two are seen. Oh my god, why did this just start now? Everything's so distracting. Yeah, it's just like on every sense level, you guys can see more, hear more, feel more, do more in the darkness, a different energy. And what they're showing with the Fire Ant is that because you two are very powerful, because again, going back to cloaking, working in the darkness to be concealed so that these little fuckers, this energy, can't attack your light. And I've said this before, that if you're being spiritually attacked or there's just kind of malevolence, it doesn't serve to be a big, bright beacon of light. You want to you don't want to dim your light, but it's like it's a cloak of invisibility, and there's different ways to do that. but just using surrounding yourself with white light at times in these types of instances. And I would say this more for like people, you'll know if you're one of those people who feels like they're very much under a dark kind of attack at all times. So I can see how the two of you use the Divine Mother, the void, to do some of your best work and to be concealed and protective, like the womb. Yeah, that's what it is. Use the womb as the cloak of invisibility. Go into the void where the Divine Mother will hold you and protect you so that you can grow and gestate and be nourished, but also do whatever kind of growing and magical stuff that you have to do. And with Peacock, and I'm forgetting, it came to me last night. Again, sometimes I should just write it down immediately because I'm always like, I'll remember, and then I don't. Oh yes, it's as though the two of you can really see, going back to true sight, and these are like kind of eyes. Yeah, like the third eyes, lots of eyes, to really see one another's inherent beauty. Not in the daylight, but in the darkness, where again the senses are heightened. So you can smell each other, feel each other. The way that you see in the dark is very different. Yeah, there's just something. I love this night horse. Oh, I'd get up. I'd crawl on this guy's back and go for a run through the night. Again, holding onto his neck and just let him take me where he wants to go. Yeah, hypnotizing. They're showing me the snake charmer, but even like, I know this isn't a rattlesnake, but there's something about hypnotizing and quieting, again, these rougher parts of self. Again, I just keep hearing boom. It's very Divine Mother. Yeah, the energy of the night. If any of you have not spent time in the middle of the night in the woods, it's a very different atmosphere. Very powerful. Okay, now, I know we had the Emperor for the fire ant here. Okay, and with Turtle, yeah, there's something, again, protective, right? It's like, again, going within the shell, but really it's the divine because he's in the night. But I love that it can access the earth, access the water, as above, so below, even as like one little claw there. Okay, so we had Emperor. I want to pull, okay, tell me about Cobra. The Three of Swords. Ooh. Yeah, taming the things that strike, the things that want to hurt. And maybe again, these are the things that are chasing us. But these also represent each person. So we have this one person. Yeah, it's very air energy. I could see this person being like a king or a queen of swords. So in their devolved state, they could be very strike. But when I'm seeing them in this like Divine Mother, cosmic void, she's soft. It's a soft king cobra. Okay, tell me about Horsey. Okay, well, we got Emperor back there. Hold on, let's go to Horsey. Tell me about the horse energy. Justice. Ooh, I like that. The horses of justice. Clip clop. Yeah, for Peacock we have the Page of Wands, which very much is true to that, right? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm getting really lost. I'm getting very dreamy. Let's do Spider, please. The Three of Coins. Yeah, collaborating, just like Charlotte's Web. Working with Wilbur. And she really was like a divine intervention, right? She saved his life. I feel like that's spirit. And they always say like spirit whispers. Everyone on the other side, it's a whisper. You have to really get quiet. That's why things like meditation, we want it to be blasting, but it's not. And those spider webs are some of the strongest things, but it's just a strand though. It's like, it's very delicate. But yeah, the spider energy is very collaborative. Okay, let's go to bat. Seven of Wands. I feel like it's using to get, in order to protect and defend yourself, it's like, again, you don't have regular eyesight, you're flying through the darkness, and you're using this sonar to sense what and where things are, so you can flit and avoid it or eat it. Okay, tell me about Old Rabbit here. Temperance. Balancing stillness with quick and sudden movements. Balancing fear, because rabbits they're a pretty nervous Nelly, with like, yeah, being in rest. Okay. And then tell me about Turtle. The Five of Wands. Oh yeah, Turtle doesn't fight. when there's competition and conflict, Turtle just scooches right into their shell. You know, they're like, fuck this noise. You idiots can do this, you know, and even again, you can bang on my shell for a while, bite on it, but I'm just gonna go inside. So it's cool. It's kind of, again, showing me like the less evolved states of each one, but also that when you lean into the darkness and use your senses, all of these things have like really tremendous gifts and abilities and can teach you. In fact, some of our greatest teachers are the hard lessons or the dark ones. And in every instance that you find yourself flummoxed or upset, ask yourself, like, how teachable am I in this moment? Because just as I've been saying, that all information is right here before us, everything is communicating with us, but really nothing is a true coincidence. And even if it were, everything is presenting you with an opportunity for a real diamond, a real gem. And it's there to teach you something. In fact, sometimes there's like many teachings within a teaching. But how teachable are you? Being teachable means being really open-minded and open-hearted. What areas of your life do you find yourself saying, yeah, I know. Well, if the same lessons keep presenting themselves, or the same types of people, or the same types of energies, or you find yourself in the same type of thoughts, you're probably not being very teachable. You know, one of the things that I've had to deal with, and I'm still always dealing with, is navigating family court. Family court is not a fun experience for me for a myriad of reasons. And so what I have done now in the last year of it is to bring a sense of joy, playfulness, curiosity, and observation to the courthouse, like the day of, like when I have to be there. And then outside of court, I do what I call my spiritual tete-a-tete. I had a friend point out recently. She was like, oh, your son's mom wants to fight with you, but she's doing it through her lawyer. So she was like, in a sense, like the only person you have the most intimacy right now in your life is this lawyer. And she's like, she's your sparring partner. And to be honest, I'm really delighted in that. And then we broke down to more like she's like my dance partner in life right now. And it is. Sometimes what feels like your biggest enemy or your biggest, stick in the mud is really sticking it to you. You're only as great as your opponent. And so I started to just go in. I mean, I always pray and I always regulate and I do all the things, but when I'm at home, I started to spend a lot of time spiritual tete-a-tete. And it's just, I sit and I picture them in front of me, sitting, their higher self, their spirit, and I speak for my spirit. And we always start off with like, yeah, I love you, I forgive you, and I thank you. And usually I take it way past that where I talk to them from the heart. But this particular lawyer, I have spent a lot of time talking to and delighting in, to be honest, like true delight. It's a weird experience, like having to deal with this person in like very 3D terms, which are rather unpleasant. And there was a couple moments where in observation of her, because before you go into the courtrooms, there's always like roll call, and then the lawyers go in first, and then if you're representing yourself, which I am. Anyways, there's this process, but I get to just look at everyone. I look at all the other people waiting who are also, some of them have their own lawyers, but, people in family court. So I look at everyone. I look at the security guards. I look at the judges. I look at everyone. But with this particular lawyer, again, not through my own lens, not through my own sense of self and ego and like what I feel like this person has done to me. And to see kind of just the fragility that we all carry. Like we're all vulnerable, and it doesn't matter how tough we act, we all are vulnerable. And there's just something one day about her high heel. Her high heel caught me. And she's a smaller person. She's not a very tall woman, and she's a younger woman. And she's also a person of color. So it's not lost on me that like she's probably had to fight and deal with a lot of bullshit in her field. I don't know how to describe it. There was just something about the weakness of her ankle and this kind of taller high heel that I could tell that was meant to like build her up, build up her power, to build up her sense of importance, of being a warrior, a goddess. And really what I just saw is I'm like, oh, you're a human being too. You're fallible, you're fragile, you have your own hurts and wounds and joys and successes and fears. And it helps. And I had a couple very hairline interesting interactions after that where I was like, And so there was one night though where I'd done again, sometimes I have to dig deep. Sometimes it takes a lot of digging deep. Like I have to meditate for hours to get to a true state of me being able to say from the heart, I love you, I forgive you, and I thank you. But once I got to it, thank you, I got off the floor and I was sitting on my couch and I was lying back. And then I asked myself, I said like, okay, but what are we thankful to her for? And I was like, ooh, good question. So then I pictured her again. And I was like, get over here. I want to tell you a couple more things about what I'm grateful to you for. And I went through it. And even though this person has impacted my life greatly, and I can just as honestly say that there have been many, many hours feeling afraid of this person, hating this person, wishing, 2-ton building would fall on their head, like, or them to be exposed, because, like, I'm sorry, but most lawyers, you don't come correct. It's a fucking game. I've addressed her conduct many a time. What was even more incredible is that on one day that I addressed her conduct before the judge around her vexatious and erroneous statements, aka just lying through her teeth, which I own the civil code book. I have all my law books. Anyways, point being though is that like the judge was like, her conduct's fine. But then this particular lawyer proceeded to lie to the judge for 10 minutes straight. And the judge caught on very quickly, which has been my whole point. I'm like, why is it that I'm supposed to come in correct? And like all of you, it's like the Wild West. Everyone can just fucking do whatever the fuck they want because you're a fucking judge and a lawyer. Anyway. But my point is that this person has impacted me. If I'm honest in all the feelings, this person has impacted me. But at looking at that impact and seeing it where I'm at in my life, and when I do the spiritual tete-a-tete, she's made me a better human. Because she's forced me to look at my fears and to address things that are very uncomfortable. And then to have to dig deep into my humanity and to see her through the eyes of love. And when you can step into that, and sometimes it's second to second, like hand to God, I find I can connect to this particular lawyer with love and grace, with ease, over my own mother, the person who I don't even like to refer to as my mother. So far, the only thing I can really say to the person who birthed me in the spiritual tete-a-tete for the most part is thank you. Because that's as honestly as far as I can get right now. Sometimes I can get to I love you when I look at a picture of her when she was 14, but very rarely can I get to the I love you. I'm not there yet. I'm striving, and I probably will. But this is what I mean. It's like there are people, these boogeymen in our life. But when you ask yourself, like, what am I afraid of? Or what is it about this person's impact? What is it trying to teach me? How teachable am I right now? And when you use that playfulness and curiosity, like I'm telling you, once I saw this person as like my tango partner, like dancing, instead of dancing with the stars, like dancing with the lawyers and like the judicial system, like when I get into this playfulness of being like, okay, and when I go into court again and again and again, and it's so rife with injustice, and it's the Wild West. Like I really don't have words to describe it. It's really breathtaking, to say the least. And for me, it is playing out a lot of my own fears. So it's an opportunity for me, to look, untangle, and to choose lots of different things. I don't know. That was a bit of a tangent that kind of went off on these two people that were working in the darkness, but there was something there. Something about working with the darkness. the things that we're afraid of, that actually can heighten our senses and allow us to perform better. Yeah, in this moment, I'm really thinking about this lawyer, and you're witnessing it in my heart of hearts. In my heart of hearts, we're now 4 years into this. One of the bigger enemies is no longer an enemy. She's a human being. And for all I know, she might be my best friend on the other side, who is like, girl, I am going to play the most Academy Award winning role of your life. I am going to play the biggest fucking dink sore you ever saw. I'm going to really stick it to you because that's how much I love you. Like, I don't know. But it's fun to even play that game. But I also love, too, that when my friend pointed out that, you know, I'm taking the power back, too. Like, with this person trying to hurt me, but can't do it directly, so has to hire someone, pay a lot of money to have this person interact with me. So it's not even like the person who's trying to hurt me gets like the real joy. It's like the person I'm actually in the most intimate interactions with is this lawyer, and I love that. Like, it really, like, it's, to this day, it still delights me when I picture her. Nowadays to do, I picture us training together where we're doing this like intense fucking tango or something, and I fucking love it. Yeah, like, just look dead in the eye the person that's really sticking it to you, and see if you can say to them, I love you, I forgive you, and I thank you. See how far you can go. All right, well, that's about that. I think I need a muffin or something. I don't know. Feeling a little peckish. All right, well, collective, world, stay blessed, stay golden out there. See what you can accomplish today with working, maybe, perhaps. And when I say darkness, I'm not talking about like demonic realms. Like, please discern and feel out, especially when I'm talking like the void, the divine mother. In other videos, I've talked about that even darkness has its own spectrum of like what I call like the void, divine mother, and then like lower realms. We're not talking about working with the darkness of working with like demons and stuff. Please. Okay. Okay, well, hugs and kisses.